Hey, Vice Pixel.
Hey, Curious Pixel.
I want to know more about the notable characters of Mahou Tsukai Precure, and this time, don't hold back on the spoilers.
If you really want me to, then sure, okay. Just to let you know, I'll be focusing on the character's name quite a bit because the show puts a lot of meaning behind it, and their names describe the characters really well. Sure, and that's fine with me. Okay, let's talk about the first main character, Mirai Asahina. Her first name comes from the word Mirai, which means future. For her last name, Asahina, the first kanji Asa means morning, and the second kanji Hi means day. How about the third kanji, Na? That kanji's meaning is a bit complicated, but it has a meaning like a type of an apple that was used as an offering in a ritual. But yeah, its meaning doesn't really apply much to Mirai, so you could disregard it. Okay, how's she as a character? Mirai's name pretty much describes who she is. She's warm and enthusiastic like the morning sun and guides people to achieve a bright future. Throughout the show, Mirai becomes an inspiration for others to better themselves, such as the classmates from the magic school. This is especially true for the other main character, Riko, who goes through a lot of character development thanks to Mirai. However, Mirai doesn't go through much of a character development herself. Even when she does grow as a person, it's not that dramatic and it happens with little build-up in the story. The lack of a problem within Mirai makes her a simple character, which is one of the reasons why the show has a simple overarching story. Honestly, in my opinion, that's not a bad thing though. Sure, the show could have done a lot more with Mirai, but her simple curiosity and enthusiasm to everything made the story lighthearted and fun. Well, okay. I think I know enough about Mirai. How about Riko? Unlike Mirai, Riko definitely struggles more with her inner conflicts, which is one of the appeal of the show. Again, let's start with the name. I'm pretty sure her name is derived from the word Riko, or Riko, which means to only think of your own benefit. So Riko is a selfish character? Well, she's not selfish, but she does have tendencies to become tunnel visioned and desperate to achieve her own success. This is especially true whenever she can't do something that everyone else can. And I forgot to mention that Riko is actually really bad at using magic to the point where she almost had to repeat a grade at her magic school. Oh, well, no wonder she's desperate to succeed. Well, that's definitely one reason. Another reason is actually well described in her last name, Izayoi. Normally, Riko and the other residents of the magic world don't have last names, so she had to decide on one when she had to enroll in Mirai's middle school. In the story, it is simply explained that the night Riko came to the magicless world was in Izayoi, which is the moon on the 16th night starting from the new moon. Oh, what does the moon have to do with Riko's desperation? It's related to the poetic meaning in Japanese. The word izayoi comes from an old word that means unable to move forward even though there is a desire to do so, or to hesitate to move forward. Apparently, the moon on the 16th night rises 50 minutes later compared to the night before, which the Japanese people in the olden days described that as the moon being hesitant to come out. Going back to Riko, I don't think the word hesitation applies to her, but her inability to move forward fits the description. One of the biggest conflicts that she struggles with is her search of what it means to be a great witch. There are several episodes where Riko feels like she is being left behind by her classmates because everyone else around her seemingly has a clear goal in mind while she is stuck with only a vague idea of what she wants to be. Combine that with her poor magic skills and her family members being very successful in their respective fields, Riko became desperate for accomplishments. Wow, she sounds very relatable. Yeah, I really think that Riko made Mahou Tsukai Precure into such a fun show. Oh, I see. Oh, I think I get Riko now. Well, are there any other characters worth mentioning? Well, there is actually a third Precure who joins Mirai and Riko later on. In this show, there are two mascot characters. One is Mirai's stuffed bear, Mofurun, which gained the power to talk and move from the miraculous powers of Precure. Mofurun is really cute, but I don't have much to say about it. I do want to focus on the other mascot character, Ha-chan. who's a baby fairy. Halfway through the show, there's like a big event that happens during a big battle, and Ha-chan rapidly grows up. Okay, so this Ha-chan character becomes the third Precure. Yep, exactly. Similar to Riko, Ha-chan had to think of a name for herself when she had to enroll in Mirai's middle school. And she decided her name is going to be Kotoha Hanami. So to understand her character, let's look at her name just like with Mirai and Riko. Kotoha is based on the phrase kotonoha, which the kanji for koto means spoken words and ha means leaves. The no is a particle that connects two nouns similarly to the English word of. Together, kotonoha means leaves of spoken words.
What does that even mean?
In an ancient anthology of Japanese poetry called Kokin Wakashu, one of the poetries described that if a heart of the people is the seed, then the words spoken are the leaves. I'm not sure if the word kotonoha originated from this poetry, but considering the cultural significance of the Kokin Wakashu, I wouldn't be surprised if it popularized that word. Eventually, kotonoha turned into the modern-day word kotoba, which simply means words. Kotoha realized the importance of words after the principal of the magic school explained that she grew up to be a very sweet, innocent, and optimistic person because Mirai and Riko raised her with words filled with genuine love. As for her last name, Hanami, the kanji for hana means flower and mi means ocean. This name is based off of Kotoha's vision that she gets from time to time of a sea of flowers. Later in the show, it is explained that the earth used to be covered with flowers in the prehistoric times. It is also explained that Kotoha sees these visions and has immense magic potential because she inherited the powers of Mother Rapapa, who is a mythical mother of all life in the show.
Kotoha sounds extremely powerful.
Yeah, she's basically the strongest magic user in the entire show and can pretty much do anything with her magic. However, remember that she's technically only a couple months old, which means that she tends to take actions impulsively. Combine that with her immense magic potential, she quickly becomes a troublemaker unintentionally. So oftentimes in the second half of the show, Mirai and Riko have to be her guardian and teach her to become mindful of her actions. For me, it was quite fun to watch Kotoha cause a ruckus while Mirai and Riko comically try to remedy the situation. And that sums up the three main characters of Mahou Tsukai Precure.
I see. Is there anyone else from the show that I should know about?
Well, there are a lot of characters that appear and made the story fun, such as the classmates and faculty members from schools in both the magic world and the magicless world, Mirai and Riko's family members, and numerous villains, but I don't really have much to say about them.
Oh, wait a second. You said numerous villains? There's a lot of them?
There's actually quite a bit of villains in the show, but I didn't say much about them because, as we discussed previously, they're not the main focus of the show.
But you did say that they're also a necessary part of the show.
Yeah, okay, I could talk about them next time.
And now that I think about it, you haven't talked about the transformation at all.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, I guess I'll talk about the villains of the Precure transformation next time then.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you soon then. Take care.
Okay, see ya.